My topmost expectation for the day today was to really get the stakeholders to actually see that this is an area that they can work together rather than work in their silos as stakeholders, financial institutions working on their own to produce products that are addressing farmers' challenges in terms of access to finance, but more looking at how can the financial institutions, the insurance companies, the development partners in the room, as well as government institutions really work together on this topic. Yeah. So it's looking at not so much what is my risk, what is the risk and how do I look at risk, but how do we look at risk together? Yeah, to make access to finance easy for farmers.
Agribusiness and agriculture as a whole is one of the most significantly underfunded sectors in this entire country. It represents 25% of our GDP, and yet banks together lend less than 3%. And one of the key challenges is because a lot of agriculture and agribusiness is informal. So some of the challenges that we face are there are clients who are coming to us looking for financing, but they currently trade informally. And so we have essentially tried to solve that challenge by trying to connect our clients to markets, formal markets, where they can have contracts, and then we can finance on the back of that. Some other challenges that we've had have been around the adoption of technology. We are trying to drive our financing through a tech approach, and so many times we've had to essentially try and convert people from previous manual ways of recording procurement to try use digital methods of procurement so that we can then provide working capital on the back of that data that much easier and that much faster.
My vision for rural African farmers is if we could restructure our value addition models, because we are having so much farm waste, more than what we are bringing to the market. Yeah, like currently we are trying to work on how to create renewable energy from onion waste in farms.
We have to begin to farm as a business. To bring farming to the place where it's a viable enterprise is not going to be the sole duty of the farmer. We have to partner. We have to come together. The financial institutions need to come into the space. Because there's potential, there's opportunity, and we need to appreciate that first and then step into the space with that attitude and with that openness.
The question of trying to finance farmers is one that we ourselves also try and ask, and we've developed actually some products that do address farmers. So by accessing and working with the processor or the trader who's buying from the farmer, if that processor or trader is asking the farmer to wait for a certain period of time before being paid, we're then able to actually go ahead and finance the farmers against what's due to them. The challenge of trying to get a lot more farmers financially included will be around the ability of moving away from an informal sort of farming practices or sort of selling at side markets and trying to get them to the larger formalized economy where banks can say, well, okay, I can see your history. You have been selling successfully for 12, 16 months, and hence I can actually go take a position on you and say finance you for inputs or finance you for some capital expenditure, etc.
The research that has been done by NPM, Netherlands Platform for Inclusive Finance, in a number of countries in Africa, is just saying one thing, that we need to partner. To make agribusiness viable for all of us, we need to partner. That's all I heard. We need to take a partnership approach. We need to take a value chain approach. And as I said, we are there already. And we are providing the platform for us to jump into the space and make this thing happen. We can do it, we will get there, and farmers can be wealthy, and we all can make money out of it.
I think if you look at Kenya with regard to enabling environment, then I see many Dutch investors playing a role in this country, and a lot of initiatives are going on. But what I hear back today from the people that are really, active in working with farmers, is that there's still a lot of work to be done, and therefore I also, ask, and it's a really appeal to the government to join us in the discussions that we, not only started today because they've been going on for a long time, but today many different organizations said, this is such an important topic. There is so much potential in the whole farming business that we need to work from the start with all the relevant stakeholders, and the government is definitely one of them.